Alright, I'm here. Different, same type of room. Different area? Why am I so bald? How did this happen? I guess I don't need half the screen taken up by my microphone. I could do like this. Did I forget I was bald? It's gonna take a while before I internalize the baldness. If that makes any sense. You know how we all have like our mind's eye. Play the direct now. We'll play a little bit, give people an opportunity to file in. I mean, there's probably people who have not watched the direct. It's a good look for me though. Thank you. I'm gonna go to like a 2 or a 3 up top, and then we're gonna do the sides. I think that's gonna be my... I look hot today? Well, you like the shirt? Or do you mean I look warm? Because that is also true. They don't really pump the AC in here. I don't know why. Stay 0. Jen doesn't like the 0. And I don't blame her. It's very bald. You're in a Uniqlo stand? Oh my god, you actually know all of their shirts? Or do you just know this is Uniqlo because I mentioned it was a Uniqlo shirt? My head laminated? I mean, really, to get it really shiny, you gotta use a razor on that. Jen did say she saw somebody at a train station wearing the same shirt, which, I mean, it makes sense. It's pretty nice. It's only... yeah, 1,000 yen? $7? $7 for a new quality shirt. That seems like an okay deal. The polisher isn't going to help if there's still hair on there. Is this what the stream is coming down to? How could we make your head smoother and shinier? I'm not going to say I'm offended. I knew what I was getting into when I got into the clown business. I think we can get a... In a perfect world, we're going to try and get 2 mounts here. Other thing was, I have to start figuring out how to get max potions done. Looking younger than usual? You know, my only thing with this shirt, and I do like the shirt, is I do worry it's like too harsh of a contrast between being an adult and a child. Oh shoot. I didn't know he shot it like that. It looks like it's in my impression of it is a shirt an actual child will wear. Now that being said, I bought it because we were going to Tokyo Disney. And I'm like, this would be a nice shirt to wear at Tokyo Disney. I should wax my head and then shine a light while streaming. It's a great idea, man. I don't have to pay you royalties for that, do I? Nest looking ass. It's got a little bit of the Nest thing. What always bothers me is whenever you see people doing Nest cosplay, I get that you want to be accurate to the source material, but it always feels like they go, like, too direct. Oh, shoot. God, this is what always kills me. Is that move every time. So I was going to try another one of the rooms that they have here. They've got one where you just sit on a mat. But I noticed that those are all the rooms that are full. Because that's where you go to sleep. And like, I can't get kicked out of this place. I can't handle getting kicked out. So I picked this room again. It'll probably be these rooms. I'm not a huge fan of it. The chair, the back doesn't come forward enough. Bring my own chair? Brother, I'm already bringing like a rolling suitcase and a heavily loaded backpack. I'm already carrying like probably 30 to 40 pounds of computer gear. Let's just get the poison off, man. Put the computer on the chair, and then where would I sit? Sit on the computer? Oh, as I push it along. So, rather than a rolling suitcase, just use an office chair is actually not a bad idea. It's actually a pretty good idea. Let's shake this barrel. Let's get... You know what, this time I'm feeling... We'll use the alchemy drink. You clean up the room after I use it? Nope. That's not on me. I mean, I set it back to the way I found it. But... Think of it like short-term, very tiny hotel rooms. You know, you're not responsible to, like, clean it or change anything. I mean, you can't really make too much of a mess anyways, unless... You know, you had like a particularly intense jerkathon or something like that. Which, I mean, hey. Guilty as charged. This isn't urgent, but we're no longer doing it as an urgent. I'm trying to upgrade my dragon insect glaive, which is a terrible mistake. I really shouldn't bother. On triple? That's what we did yesterday. On the second run, not even the first one. That surprised me. Oh, they sell all sorts of gel-filled packages. And I'm sure you could probably find something very close to yogurt in a container. In a tube. He just he dropped a trampoline over there. It's not gonna help us too much. I think even though I'm eating so much though, I think I am losing a little bit of weight only because we're walking so much. Like my feet are still pretty screwed up. But I bought some Vaseline and I've been coating my toes in Vaseline. That's going to get the weird Twitch foot people going, by the way. Trampoline? It's something your cats can use. It's kind of nice having that. But man, he could not have picked a worse spot to put that trampoline on. It's not very helpful at all. Gonna go forward, and this one goes to the sides. Oh, it's the other way around. It's not gonna happen. It's really just like cruel of them to be like, your submission is get mounts. At least I didn't die. Oh. End stream, take your stuff with you when I start the stream? Yep. For the time being, I mean, I can stream from where I'm staying. It's just, in my opinion, it's too unreliable. You know what I mean? Like, I can't, if I'm gonna do a stream, like, I want to at least, like, do my best effort for it to be, like, a smooth and enjoyable viewing experience. I don't want it to be every time you click the stream, like, oh my god, is this asshole's internet gonna cut out again? You know? Is the quality gonna be okay? It would be far easier and definitely more affordable for me to stream where I'm staying. It's just like, it's not worth it. Like, I'd rather spend the 14 bucks and the 45 minutes of so of setting up and cleaning up to stream from here, you know? Japanese cuisine is conducive to frequent and easier poops. If you've got an inability to tolerate fat in your food, I guess. I'm not sure easier is the right definition. I'm fine with it. My ass is good, man. Jen gets an upset stomach. Consider going bald. Can I change your mind? Like, do I regret it? You gotta buy hats. That's kind of annoying. Unless you want to apply sunscreen to your head all the time. It's difficult to go back. You don't look good in hats? Maybe you haven't found the right hat. Fedora? Absolutely. That is never the choice. Is literally never the right solution for somebody who thinks they don't look good in hats, is a fedora. I like wearing dad hats, like fedoras? I don't know. I heard Reddit was looking for some more mods. They're like purging their mods. Oh, did I not have Archdemon mode? That's really sad. Just apps to simulate baldness. I'll say this, it's difficult to know what you're gonna look like bald until you bald. There's just no way to know. Here's the thing. Either you go bald and you look good and you stay bald, or you go bald, you don't look good, but you need to grow hair and you can't anymore. Well, in that case, you just need to stay bald. There's nothing you can do about it. Trying to figure out all the attacks that do the spinning off the side. I feel like it's only dodging. Can't go bald, it's going to make you shorter? What do you have? The haircut of the guy from Ponliff or whatever from JoJo Seasons 3? You got an extra 6 inches? Are you that unconfident about your height? Angry God from Hunter x Hunter? That doesn't make any sense. I'm 5'2"? Well, I don't think any amount of hair is going to change the fact that you're 5'2". Nothing to be sad about, though. I mean, your height is your height. You can't do anything about it. Unless you have $10,000 to $15,000 and are willing to tolerate having your legs broken and extended. Being bald and 5'2" is horrible? Says who? I mean, the internet, I guess. Like, you don't have any cheat codes. That's the only issue. How much height can you gain from stretching? I don't know. A couple inches, probably? No hair. You missed it. Everyone's gonna be... I'm gonna start keeping a list on who's the last to find out about the baldness. Stretching out that they break your legs and they insert titanium rods into them. You're 5'11", but I tell people I'm 5'10", so I don't get bullied more. Oh, I guess it's probably better to be 5'10" than 5'11", because then everybody makes a 6-foot-tall joke. Waiting to research for better leg extensions? I guess you gotta ask yourself, like, why do you want the leg extensions in the first place? Ristretto also recently went bald. He feels a deep kinship with me now. I'm still thinking about making that bald Discord. It's not gonna be a separate Discord, but a section in the Discord where you gotta post yourself bald to post in it. I'm gonna make Smugfox the sole arbiter of whether or not somebody's bald enough. It's not even just a bald safe space, it's like balds only. That might be what I call it, balds only. And if we find out you grow hair, you get banned. From there, just not bald quarantine. Does shaved count? You're already not allowed in. Because that almost sounds like you're being exclusionary between people who are like deliberately bald and people just happen to have no hair. There was discussions at one point whether or not there has to be a follicle count. When the lowest follicle count gets the moderator status. Guess we'll go for the tail. But I thought I broke those horns. Would shade be viewed as bald appropriation? I'm still trying to figure out what the hell cultural appropriation is supposed to be. I get it if you, like, take something and then say, I did this. But if you're just enjoying another culture, like, that's awesome. How is that an issue? Let's just take Italians, for instance. I think there's a lot of Italians out there that would be very happy that people are eating Italian pasta. And we could have arguments all day long about whether or not pasta was originally from Asia or from Italy. That's a separate issue, though. They may not like it if you know, I don't know, cook it in a microwave or something. But I think they're still happy about Italian food being eaten around the world. So wouldn't making fun of bald people be baldest? Look, you're already not in the Discord, so I'm not going to worry about whether or not you can be in the bald Discord. We're going to keep going for the mount. I know we're never going to get it. Was shaving your head a social experiment to find out what the true fans were? It was an experiment to see if I could control the sunburn on my bald spot. It appears to be successful. It will probably, honestly, outside of the people that are assholes about it, it'll probably get less people banned. On the whole. Uh-oh. I'm already finding someone who wants to push the limits on what they can say in chat. Be careful now. I'll give a warning shot. Why not go samurai cut? I did it myself, man. I didn't want to spend the 3,000 yen to get a haircut. It had the fade. There was a place, yeah, there was a place that was doing fades out here. You probably could get, like, laser hair removal on your head. I don't know how good it would be. Will there be a bald fun to laser people who pretend to be bald? I like how it's like a cult, like you go into the bald Discord, and you're like in there like, I'll infiltrate the baldness, and then we find out you've been faking the whole time. And you get tied down in a chair like Clockwork Orange style. We start like lasering all your follicles off. There's a lot of words in that chat message that I cannot read. Italian food in Venice? There's a lot of words. I want to read it. I don't think I can. I'm having a hard time with this Shigaro. I need to break his horns, man. Oh, maybe they are broken. They are broken. I'm faking it. Faking the bald. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think it would be the same thing as, like, Japan and their food. I mean, I think the Thai government spends money. Like, you can get a grant from the Thailand government to set up, like, a restaurant in another country. Like, they'll pay you. Because they think it's good for tourism. Probably doesn't hurt. I want to know why the Chinese government doesn't spend money to get better Chinese food out there. Because, like, the native Chinese cuisine is, like, amazing. And then what you get in most Chinese restaurants, you know, other than, like, ones that are very specialty, like, not Chinese fast food, is, like, really good. They still pay taxes in Thailand, then? I don't think so. I don't know if you're required to pay any of it back, but Thailand, like most countries in the world, does not tax internationally. It's literally the United States and like one island of like 10,000 people. Do I have Thai tonight? I think I saw a place. I mean, American Chinese food is real. It's just, you know, for the terrible American palate. Don't even get me started on the MSG haters. That didn't work. Chiang Kai-shek, the greatest Chinese hero. I have been known to say that before, but you know what? I'm, pretty steadily getting Mao-pilled, man. There's definitely better American Chinese food. Like, there's definitely, like, a pecking order. That's not a... By the way, that's not a Beijing joke. Your hair? Your hair! No! Fine. Thank you, Sita. Why did that not play anything? Did that play anything? Notifications broken? I hate this. I hate everything about this. Okay, you can hear it. I can't hear it. It might be like a sound channel issue thing. Bro, one time I ordered from like my normal place, which is usually pretty reliable. And there was definitely one time I ordered General Tso's, and it was like the chicken fingers covered in General Tso's sauce. You think I wouldn't know the difference? Must have had a busy night. Fingers and nuggies in the same. It's like, it's difficult having a conversation with food on the internet because like 30 to 40% of chat will know what you're talking about, and then the rest has an actual palate of a child. I'm not hating, but it's true. You got some people that can't cook and eat the equivalent of dinosaur nuggets every night, and that's actually the majority of the internet. How's Bloodwind already back? Yeah, I mean, I've got a good, it's not even just Chinese, I mean, it's an Asian section in general, because I know there's, like, legit, real Vietnamese places as well. Like, I've got places I can go and get, like, traditional Chinese food. It's just kind of far away, and obviously horrifically expensive compared to what you'd pay in China. Prefer oven pizzas, but who cares? It's alright, man. I forgive you. Indian food is goated. Curry is maybe the greatest single contribution to food in the entire world. I mean, I guess outside of, like, bread. Bread and alcohol. Does it go alcohol, bread, curry? I mean, bread has saved countless lives for existing. New York pizza? Oh my god. Have you not had it? Totino's? Okay. I would list rice, but rice didn't have to be invented. It just grows out of the ground. You know what I mean? Like, somebody had to, like, grind up wheat and add yeast and water and let it ferment and then cook it. Rice is just like, you don't have to invent it. It's just like, you just gotta boil it. I feel like that doesn't count. Now, do I prefer rice to bread? 10 times out of 10. Maybe 9 times out of 10, I prefer rice. Is that about the pizza situation in Japan? We will have oh, perfect. We will have a Domino's Day, probably. I know that is causing some people to get, like, real mad. How could you eat Domino's in my precious Japan? But we probably will. Just to try it. Yeah, it's not happening. I ain't doing that. It's not even that much better. Japan only toppings? When Noxella rolls in. Oh, I can't do that. We'll do a Domino's night. Add shrimp and corn to your pizza? You disgust me. I mean, I get it. It's just... I really don't want shrimp and corn on my pizza. Why no white sharpness weapons? Well, we're playing Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. White sharpness is really not even that big of an upgrade, to be honest with you. This guy takes way too much food. Can you take Domino's into a love hotel? Alright, hold on a second. What's going on with the redeems here? Try it. Some plan and play redeem. Maybe I could do it. Is it broken? I think Stream Elements is just down. Hold on a second. It's not even, there's not even the overlay on the screen. There it is. Can I do the sounds for you? Reveal your rectum! Let us see that butthole! Like, alright, well, I guess I just gotta settle for the incest today. There we go. Alright, it's kind of working now. I don't know, I mean, that's... I take responsibility, but that is definitely kind of sort of a Stream Elements issue.
When I get bullied, it's called release the beast!
Yeah, I apologize
because you don't understand!
I want to kill Devil Joe, and then, like... Then we're gonna watch the Nintendo Direct.
Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Pay me. Ugh. Sprinkle all that cheddar over my chest and eat it. Yeah.
Is that what you like?
Magma.
Now the floodgates are up. People are like, you take it away from them for a minute, and now it's like all they want to do.
Oh, I'm gonna eat some meat. Magma.
No, now it's loud.
Magma.
It's real loud.
Magma.
I was trying to fix him. It's really curious to me that Devil Joe is a 6-star monster. It's my favorite redeem. I think that's my favorite redeem. When it was the exact loudness, like when it was equalized to my voice, so it sounded like I was talking to somebody and I would say something terrible to them. Yeah, it's pretty funny. That's good. Is there a cat here? Can I recruit here? No, that's not how recruiting works anymore. So our bug should be powerful, for whatever the hell that means. Devil Joe sweet? No way. High rank Devil Joe? It's not like that. I remember we got rolled by Savage Joe in... what was that, for you? He just dominated me. I did triple Shigaru yesterday. I had an excuse. I can't tell you the excuse. I have to get my lawyers involved. Can you get red, please? Off your face, please. Struggled with Iceborne release Nargacuga? You must be thinking of another streamer. Because that was not me. I think our first triple was to... oh, what was that? Shara Ishvalda? Is it Shara we tripled to? We didn't even triple to Baria. It's okay. Not real fan, fake fan. I understand. I'm gonna have to, like, mark his face. I don't know how to mark with this weapon. I didn't triple? So if I didn't triple, then how was that a struggle? It was still a struggle? I don't believe you, but I mean, if that's what you, if that's the subjective reality you want to live in, I can't stop you. I'm trying to think what the greatest struggle in World or Iceborne would have even been. I mean, as much as I love the game, it's not a hard one. Struggle is like trying to kill Crimson Fatalis with Brave Gunlance. And like literally taking days to farm things so that you're able to get enough gear to actually do it. That's a struggle. No. Elatrion was not a struggle. Fatalis was a little bit of a struggle. I mean, we didn't do it our first try. He's exhausted. Now might be a good time to go for a mount. I promise you my AT Luna was fine. How many tries for Fatalis? Allegedly, I was the first person on Twitch to clear Fatalis. Now, it was not my first try. I don't want to lie. But it was fast. Some people took, like, hours and hours. Like, I know Rainy took a very long time. To be fair, Charge Blade is not a good matchup. How do we put early Kolv sieges as far as attempts versus success? Do you mean like tier 1 clears? I mean, Kolv is literally, we failed and then now we win, right? Because it gets easier every time. My greatest embarrassment was I was doing group clears, and basically every time we failed our early clear attempt, I would go in and just try to do it solo just because it would be an interesting challenge. And there was one time I did it with Charge Blade, and it was like level 5 Kolv, and I failed it. And that was very funny. got jump scared by my bald head. You should have seen it in the thumbnail. Oh, maybe you didn't see it in the directory. Fair enough. There was a lot of baby raging over AT Nergigante. I thought he was fine. But yeah, the palm slam is difficult. But like, you want him to be easy? You just want him to be like a slightly stronger Nergigante? Give him a strong attack. Not everything has to be fair in life. You know, life's not fair. What will your Furbo think of you being bald? I would. Okay. I don't normally just come out and admit it. Sometimes there's like vocabulary that I'm not aware of. I have no idea what Furbo means. It's your birthday today? Happy birthday. What's a Furbo? You son of a bitch, you better answer me. I'm getting ready to lay down some massive justice. My hair cutter vacuum thing? You mean my Floby? You call that a Furbo? Furbo. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a while before I can check the Floby out. But when I do, I mean, it might make for certain bald styles to be easier. The amazing thing isn't that you called it a Furbo. The amazing thing is you thought there was a product on the market that you can buy called a Furbo. So what's the new Fate game like? Like, is it an actual, like, Neo-like, or is it just another Muso game? Because one I'd be excited for, and the other one I don't. I just don't care. Is a dog surveillance camera called Furbo? Kind of makes sense. Commando Jap, thank you. Thank God those notifications are working. I thought they were broken earlier. Oh, right, yeah. How close is this? Close? Like, really close? Furbo. Oh, thank God. I do want to break... I guess it doesn't really matter if I break the face that much. Thought they were talking about a Furby? Yeah, maybe they thought like I had a really deep relationship with a Furby. Like, I talk to it off stream. I always keep it with me, but I never show it. Because I'm, like, overly protective of it. Plorbo? I mean, Plorbo is real to me, man. What is Vaughn? It's Vaughn, right? Vash? What's his brother? What's his actual brother's name? Plorbo. I remember it being, like, not a good name. That's a game that needs a remaster. Final Fantasy VII is like, who cares? I need that game with better mechanics. Remake. 12 did get a remaster? But it's like not a good remaster. It's not like a Final Fantasy VII tier remaster. Am I getting hit? Oh, that's lame. Do I need to scuttle away like a coward? Probably not a bad idea to sharpen. Tactics in 12? There's a rumor that Tactics is going to get a remake. Like another. I mean, it's already had several. I don't understand, like, why is it so hard to make new games nowadays? Or is it, like, not matter whether it's new or not? They expect nostalgia to sell more copies. Woo! Am I cold? Yes. There's definitely a lot of things that they added in GU that somehow made it into World. Like, I wonder if the Immunizer was the inspiration behind the Val Hazak armor set. I don't know, I'm still on the fence about HD 2D, because, like, sometimes it looks good, and then sometimes it just looks bad? Today's director's old games. I haven't seen it yet. Don't spoil it all for me. We're gonna watch it on stream after this Devil Joe. Now, I don't know how much the Immunizer even heals. I feel like just, like, getting more purple out would be better. I wanted to enjoy Final Fantasy Tactics 2, but it had like the slowest animation speed I've ever seen in any SRPG in my life. I don't remember there being a way to speed it up. Why is there a Kezu here? No! Now I'm getting eaten. I blame the Kezu. Get an emulator with a fast forward button? I don't like using fast forward in emulators. You're gonna send Moss this fight? He would understand. It hasn't been a terrible fight. Well, I carded once because a Kezu shot me off screen. Please. He would understand. This is nice. Now we got Dawn. And Tinged Meat. Go back to the Charge Blade. The Alchemy Charge Blade? No. Like, doesn't even have a guard reaction. It's like so bizarre. Like, how is that real? Who designed that? Like, what? Technically, it was Ichihara who designed it. Right? Ichinose was off working on Rise when Ichihara was making the follow-up. I don't know. G was a big upgrade to Generations. I think with the final patch, Iceborne is a really good upgrade to World. How long was Rise in development? Basically, as soon as Generations launched, they put Ichinose in a room with a 3DS. Maybe it was a Switch. And like 2 other guys. Like the dev team was like 3 people. Which sounds like really funny to me. And they basically just took Generations and they put wire bugs in it. Is Rise a dead game now? Rise is already starting to see a lower overall player count than Monster Hunter World on Steam. You want to play it again? I wonder if this is how, like, the fighting game players felt. Like, the content creators, when, like, the only game that was out was, like, all the bad sequels that came out after Street Fighter 4. Until, like, Street Fighter 6. Or, like, you know, like, Guilty Gear and stuff like that came out. But I read heads with Ichinose given the chance. I mean, bald bonds don't break. So, I mean, I would. But, I mean, I would hope that, you know, my psychic energy, my bald energy would overpower his bald energy. And he would change his ways. Alright, you had 2 really good games, dude, okay? You had Freedom Unite, and you had Portable Third. Go back to your roots. I mean, it was the same team that developed Monster Hunter 4 that developed World. So just see when 4 released, and then count down more or less until when World released, and that should have been the development cycle. That was a good evasion, kind of. Bug's getting a lot of hits in. They have separate teams that work on the expansions. They also have separate teams that work on the demos. Uh-oh. Gotta walk away. Bugs. That Banabra saved me, dude. Is that deer in the backyard? We might go to that one deer park city in near Osaka within the next week. I think that might be fun. I don't know if that happens in 5th gen. Let's go for the face. Otter Cafe? Why is there a Kezu here? I think I saw the sign for the Otter Cafe was like We will not let you in if you're drunk. Do not tap the glass or speak loudly because you will scare the otters. I'll probably be going to the aquarium soon. Maybe even tomorrow. Or today. I don't know. It depends on your perception of reality. Oh, boy. How is that my fault? Am I okay? He just pushed me off the side. I didn't die. Yo, there are so many professional quality magazines in Japan that are just like extremely high quality photography of pets. It's actually amazing. There's definitely a bird cafe. Well, I was standing on the Glico Man Bridge, and there was a woman, and I don't even know, I don't even know if she was like working for a cafe or something. She just had an owl. She just had an owl with her, and it was just looking around, looking at people, doing that weird like spinning his head 180 degrees. It didn't seem like she wanted money from anyone. I think she was just like, yo, check out my owl. There was definitely a Spider-Man standing on a step stool that probably wanted money. Should get an owl too. Be known as that owl streamer on Twitch. Oh yeah, that guy. We love his owl. Pet laws in Japan are problematic. I know there was an enormous raccoon crisis because there was an anime where a boy had a pet raccoon and they had adventures and they loved each other. And then everyone's like, oh, I guess I'll get a pet raccoon. And then the final episode of the anime, they're like, time to set the raccoon free. Because he should be in nature. And then that's what everyone else did. And now there's... It really exploded the raccoon growth in the country. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I saw a video on it. Is it true or not? I'm happy for them to be what they are, but like they shouldn't have been like artificially like created and then released in the wild. Imagine trying to keep an otter in a Japanese apartment. I mean, there's definitely spaces you can get large enough to keep smaller animals probably semi-happily contained, but for the most part. I am with a bug blow. Bug blow! Well, beavers, I'm assuming, were native to the UK at some point, because you wouldn't release them otherwise. But would they just get poached for, like, their furs and stuff? I was really hoping he'd be dead by now. Jaguar used to be in the US? Yeah. If he was native. There's some element of the ecosystem that used to think he'd be around. This might be hard. The swarm is actually helping. Did I really tell my wife it's you? Yeah. To be fair, a naked mole rat is an adorable creature. Her friend's daughter apparently really likes an anime. And she can't remember the name of it, but my guess is it's Demon Slayer. Is that a pretty good guess? You set the frames to 30? Seriously? That helped? I felt kinship to that creature due to my current circumstance. Found the mascot of the Ball Discord. Thank you, actually. I needed that self-realization. Did you do it without summons or with summons, Kaiser? They are not bald by choice, unlike me. This isn't a choice! With it? Fair enough. Now, there's a little thinning back here, definitely. This is accelerating. Do you think it makes it worse? I did not see the Liza P developer Q&A, but I'd love to watch it. Is it a video or is it like a Reddit? Oh my god. S-dent. There is not a dent. Do we gotta have this conversation again? Where's the dent? There's no dent. That's... Okay, my bones fuse here. Okay? And here. Collapse line in the sea. No gamer debt. Harry's getting a little long. Am I gonna get kicked out? That's not fair, man. Wait, please tell me I got a claw. Do I gotta do this again? Is it a fang or a claw you need? It was a claw. Talon. That's only 7 minutes? That's great. We'll watch that. There's got to be one there. Just because we didn't see it doesn't mean it wasn't there. Where's all my money? Ugh. If I tried minoxidil or finasteride, I used minoxidil for a little while. It works. Especially if you get started like super early, it definitely does something. Need one of those energy drinks? I actually have some right now. It's a bit late. Nah, you can still apply it now. You can really let it soak in now. But I mean, if you're rocking a haircut like this, I mean, it's not gonna regrow anything here. It'll just make this thicker. I will watch the direct for anyone that hasn't seen it, including myself. I don't have a lot of mouse room. It's not too late to become Vegeta. Oh, it's too late. It's too late. Am I a terrible person for laughing at how badly constructed that submarine is? The one that's like at the bottom of the ocean. Why would anybody ever go on that? What are you doing? Why would you do that? That's like imagine being like given the rundown on how this thing's gonna like go and being like, okay, so what you're gonna need to do is we all have to sit on this side of the boat with the submarine to move the ballast. Are you insane? I'm not doing that. You don't have any other way of releasing it? Apparently the controls being a joystick are not strange. I will say though, like a 2006 era Logitech, not the controller I would want. You could at least like a DualShock, maybe? I don't know. I don't necessarily think that a controller being used is bad. How do I even change the game category? It's so... Twitch changed stuff, and like I have no idea why. It was very confusing to me. Running an archaic version of Bluetooth that's notorious for dropping inputs. It's like why would you do that to yourself?